Hello Henca, thank you so much for being with us today and welcome in Tonalités de Femmes. Please tell us your most recent holidays destination.
Well, my most recent holiday destination was Curacao. I went there for Christmas, or my family went there for Christmas and New Year's. It's a Caribbean island. I was born there, and 35 degrees, sunshine, blue sea, beach. It was lovely.
Henca, you are the CEO of New School Rules, the biggest hip-hop and R&B conference in the world. How did you start this adventure?
Yeah, it started actually 12 years ago when we started this other foundation called Epitome Entertainment. With this foundation, we started doing talent development, and what we realized over the years that there's a lot of talent. There's really a lot of talent, but a lot of these kids stay a talent. They don't progress from a talent to a professional. And I decided to research why that was, because I felt like sometimes I felt frustrated that they stayed a talent even though they were so good. So I started conversation with a lot of these young people, rapping, singing, dancing, doing stand-up comedy. What was the reason that they got stuck being a talent and they couldn't progress to professional? And the reason always was two things. It was a lack of business knowledge, so a lack of what do you need to do, what steps do you need to take to go from being a talent to a professional. And the other one was they didn't have a network. So even if they knew what the business was about, they didn't know anybody to go to be like, can you be my manager? Can you be the booking agent? I have a CD, do you want to play it on the radio? They had no contacts. And I always go by, in the music industry, 10% is about talent and 90% is about everything else. So social skills, discipline, drive, being at the right time, right place at the right time. So I felt like we needed to create this platform where the movers and the shakers were invited to come, and then everybody else could just join the movers and shakers. The movers and shakers are always looking for new talent. They have no idea anymore either where they need to find it. They're trying to scope the internet. They are trying to listen to all the demos they're getting. But now they're all coming to Rotterdam for 3 days. April 1st to April 3rd of this year. It's actually kind of close. And everybody else will join in with them, and they can create a network. And because we do panels and we do workshops and masterclasses during New School Rules, they can gain the business knowledge of making the next move.
I was very impressed by the latest edition of New School Rules, and especially how empowered were the young generation involved. Do you believe that to create this type of initiative is an answer in Europe for youth trouble?
I think so, because with every event that we've done, I've noticed that people that walk in with no confidence, for instance, they come to the auditions with no confidence, but they make it, and you see their confidence grow. And in the end of the day, life is really about liking yourself. If you don't like yourself, but you need to get along with other people in society, it's gonna be hard. Because hating you is gonna really mean that you're hating somebody else too. And with all this hate and with all this this negativity, I think that's how problems start within youth culture. But also, if you have no way out, or even no opportunity to look at a possible way out, so that's even worse, you're gonna feel like, well, fuck it, I'm not going anywhere anyway, so I might as well, make trouble. Because nobody expects me to go anywhere anyway, so I'm just fulfilling the prophecy that they gave me. And I feel like if people are successful in one thing, it could be painting, it could be soccer, it could be anything. But if they are good at one thing, they're gonna take that self-confidence and they're gonna utilize it for their life. I think we're creating opportunities with New School Rules and the other events that we're doing for people to start finding out what they're good at. And once they find out what they're good at, and once they start getting the compliments and the training and start doing it more and more and more, and they start realizing where they can go with it, you see them grow as people. So I really feel like arts and culture in general is another way to give young people a way out, an alternative, a positive road to go on. Because you gotta imagine, a lot of these kids, they have nobody around them that says, you're doing good, you're actually good at this, or why don't you try this, or I believe in you, you go strive for this. They don't have that. So you can't really blame them not doing anything with their life, because they don't have that that one person in their life that says, come on, let's go, I believe in you, I got your back. They don't have that. And if you can offer them that, even if it's through music or through arts or whatever, you give them hope. And that's what it's about to me.
And what do you think women bring to the hip-hop industry?
Oh, you know, it's really easy. Us as women, we're multitasking. As you can tell in my office, there's one guy and the rest is women. Why? Because I really am very confident that we can do a lot of things at the same time and be good at it. I think the strongest managers in the hip-hop industry are women. If you look at the industry, that's what they do. They're either high up in media or develop their own media outlets, or they're really extremely talented managers. So I think we bring that other aspect. I also see a lot of these known artists, known producers, they're so used to hanging with the dudes that when a girl gets around and she's like, yeah, but did you see there's something on your face? Like, you know, clean that off because that looks weird. Like, they go, wow, like, okay, wow, this, you can tell that now there's a female on the team. It's small stuff. We really pay attention to details. Where men don't really feel sensitivity sometimes, women can tell them from like 2 miles apart. I think we're essential. I really feel like women, if we would realize how powerful we are, we would be all over this industry instead of an exception to the rule here and an exception to the rule there. I really feel that.
And Henca, could you please share with us 3 of your best short wishes for 2011?
Wow, of course. Number 1 is I want my child to be very healthy and be able to grow up in a loving environment. She's already in a loving environment. We're like learning how to be good parents. It's like an ongoing process. So that would be my number 1 wish. Work less, do more, pretty much. So I have more time for, you know, with my daughter or whatever, and be able to be more effective. That's wish number 1. And then the second wish obviously has to do with New School Rules, because people tease me sometimes that it's my second child. And obviously it's not my second child, but it is an important project. To me, if we reach people in 35 countries, which it seems like we're going to, because we have like 27 already, and these people get to network and start doing business, we've achieved what we wanted to achieve. We saw that in the first edition. I wanted more, I wanted better. I mean, the first edition was obviously a pilot, so there was a lot of stuff that we still had to learn. I think we learned from our mistakes and we can make it perfect. We're striving for perfect. We're gonna go for perfect. And it looks like we've had such an impact, and I want to keep on making that impact through 2011. Like, even for auditions for New School Rules, we had people traveling on a bus for 13 hours to come out from Indiana to Atlanta to audition, and then the guy had never left his state. Like, that's what I want with New School Rules. I want people inspired to do stuff that they would never do just because they want to come to New School Rules and they want to experience New School Rules. They might have to get a passport to travel, or they might come to Europe for the first time, but now they have a reason to come. I think that's my second wish. And my third wish is, what's my third wish? To have more wishes.
Thank you very much, Henca. Thank you. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.